How has landlord-tenant law evolved over history? Imagine a time when owning land meant absolute control, and those who rented had few rights at all. That was the early days of landlord-tenant law. Back then, property laws came from feudal England, where landlords held dominant rights over tenants. Leases were simple. Tenants paid rent in exchange for possession for a set period. Landlords decided when and how tenants could stay, and tenants had little say. If a property became uninhabitable, tenants still had to pay rent, and eviction processes were quick and favored landlords. Tenants had very short timeframes to respond in court if they faced eviction. As cities grew and populations increased, the imbalance in power became obvious. People moved into towns for work, and homes needed more than just a landlord's word. Tenants could no longer fix everything themselves, so laws started to change. In the 1970s, a landmark case called Javins versus First National Realty changed things. Courts ruled that landlords must provide basic living conditions like heat, light, plumbing, and sanitation. This was a big shift from the earlier rules that mostly protected landlords. Over time, laws at both the federal and local levels began to protect tenants more. During the Great Depression and more recently during the COVID-19 pandemic, governments introduced rules to prevent unfair evictions and ensure safe housing. These laws set standards for habitability and sometimes even control rent prices. They aim to balance the rights of property owners with the needs of tenants for secure and decent homes. In the world of business law, lease agreements have become more detailed. Modern leases often include specific rules about who is responsible for repairs, how evictions happen, and what housing standards must be met. Commercial leases, which are used by businesses, have also adapted. They tend to be longer, with negotiated terms about repairs and compliance with laws. These agreements are written clearly so both sides know their rights and responsibilities. Today, landlords and tenants usually sign written lease agreements that include legal protections. Landlords must keep properties in good condition and follow fair eviction procedures. Tenants can take legal action if landlords do not meet their obligations or violate lease terms. This evolution from a landlord-dominated system to a more balanced and regulated framework reflects changes in society, economy, and housing needs. It helps ensure that both parties are treated fairly and that rental relationships are clear and lawful. This ongoing development is especially important in commercial agreements, where clear lease terms and compliance with laws keep business operations steady and tenants protected.